Hello guys and welcome back to chloecrypto for another video. And my gosh guys, we saw some crazy moves as of late and now we start to see a little bit cool off, and during this cool off period guys, this will most likely become the once in a lifetime where if we enter now guys, it looks like we could be set for greatness and we won't see the sort of prices again. I won't be surprised guys if we don't come back these levels for a very long time. So if I was you, it's not financial advice, telling you exactly what I'm doing and how I'm preparing myself for this bull season is to load up right now guys, because if you don't load up we could miss this move, because once we blast off from here to go much higher, then most likely we won't even come back much lower than this. So without further ado guys, why don't we start making some trades and leave for the longest, because currently these market caps are super low. So based on that guys, so let's go to the number 3 token of this video. It's going to be Wojak. The reason why is at number 3 because we saw a massive pull down, more so than Success Kid and Chloe, but nevertheless the market cap is still super tiny, so we can expect even huge uprise for Wojak. If we quickly jump into Chloe, we can see the market cap for Chloe is now literally almost doubled Wojak, even though Wojak for the longest had higher market cap than Chloe, but Chloe has decided to rip the market, which we'll get into that later in the video. But let's start off with Wojak. Market cap is currently at $259,000, and if we go into the chart to see what's been going on, we saw a massive push to the upside, or at least an attempted retest back after the top around about this level. Instead we saw a little bit of rejection, which came back down to this level right over here. So it's still trying to make a decision whether we're going to go to the upside or to the downside. However, we can now consider these areas here to become the resistance and support. The highest up here is the resistance, and we can use this lower here as support. Now right now it looks like we're just going sideways because we couldn't even attempt to hit back up this all-time highs. So it looks like we're just ranging from here until we see a break well above from this level here. Then will I remain even more bullish and should be expecting a continuation to the upside. However, even if I see a pullback into the zone over here, I'm still going to be extremely bullish on this one, because we can still see a bigger push coming in for Wojak from down there to up here. But it would just take much longer for us once we do come back down here to get back up to these levels up here. I much rather want to see us come back to this level as soon as possible and then do something like this, just so we could be in the discovery phase, pull back into this level before continuing our way to the upside and go either to 100x, 1000x or a 10,000x. I still reckon we can get 10,000x for Wojak, but in today's video I'll probably say Wojak is at number 3, because Wojak will probably be the last of the 3 to get up to the 100x mark, because I reckon that the next token we can talk about right now, which is sitting for me at number 2, is going to be Success Kid. Reason being, because first with Success Kid we're currently at 4.74 million market cap, even though the total circulating supply is only at 88 million. I reckon Chloe will definitely be the first out of the 3 to hit the 100x before any of these tokens. Then, only until then, I reckon the rest of the market, especially with these meme coins, will start hitting the 100k. But I do believe that Chloe will be slightly ahead, but I'll get back to that in a second. But why don't we just continue with the number 2 pick, which is Success Kid. Alright guys, so looking at Success Kid, we are still ranging, going sideways. This is still very good news, because ultimately we will see that crazy push to the upside once we do see a break up and above this resistance line up here. Only until then, we're still going to go sideways for the longest, but if we zoom in slightly, what we can see is essentially, here we are, essentially that we are seeing a lot more volume coming in. We see a high peak over here and the volume is actually increasing, much like if you look at the chart very carefully, that this bit here we've gone higher like so, we then pull back the lower high there, and we are increasingly eventually will be going even lower, much more higher. If I see a bounce from this level over here, this level over here, then I reckon we should be expecting a move at least out, break above from this level and continue our way to this resistance line right up here. That is just a one move to the resistance. Only once we see that we do close above this level here, then I reckon we can continue our way to that resistance line up there. Once we do eventually react really positive around this region and we break above something along a line like this, then I'll remain even super bullish for this project. But currently I see Chloe has already made some huge strides before all of these memes that I'll be talking about in this video, and that's why I'll put Success Kid at number 2, because we've only just been ranging sideways for the longest. We still need to see that pump to the upside. It could be an exponential move straight to the top. However, that is really unrealistic right now because we're still accumulating sideways. We're seeing volume coming in and we're seeing the charts price action going slightly higher as well. It's giving us all the recipes for a nice pump to the upside. So until then guys, accumulate as much Success Kid now as possible, because once we do see a breakup, we won't come back down anytime soon. It's just a prediction of mine, but it's also sometimes quite obvious when you look at the chart, because look at this, we are literally doing this. Got sideways, some volatility is coming in, some volume coming in, and we will eventually just continue our way to the top. I don't know guys, but what do you reckon? It's just my thought. And so far, would you agree that Wojak will be at number 3 and Success Kid at number 2, which will lead me nicely to the number 1 choice, and that is Chloe. Guys, if you've been following this channel for the longest, look at this beauty of a move. If you've been following this channel for the longest, the market cap was literally like 150,000 or 159,000 market cap. Well, we're here guys, check this out. Why don't we just do a widescreen? Check this out. This is humongous, beautiful pump. We have gone here for the longest, and I've mentioned to all of you guys, if you've been hodling down here and you've been accumulating, you be up massively, and congratulations and hats off to all of you. Now we saw a nice pump to the upside. We're seeing a little bit cooling off period right now, and eventually we're going to continue to rally back up and continue breaking from this level before we continue pushing our way to that all-time highs. I reckon this will happen a lot more sooner, and don't be surprised guys if we do see the next leg up to literally retest the all-time highs. That would be a fantastic move, because if we got in here and we wait until we get to that all-time highs, that is only 800% away from its all-time highs, factoring in that we're not going to measure via the wicks, because if we do and we go to the very heights of the longest wick, that will give us another 1145% move to the upside. And either way guys, once we do see that all-time highs, we're just going to go crazy and continue our way to the top. And as long as you remain and hold these levels down here guys, you're going to easily see that you see minimum at 100x, but I reckon at the maximum you can see this at a 10,000x. And that is simply because if you gone in and you hold it around about $159,000 up until now, you would have been up already by several X's. Depending how much you've been accumulating down here, you'd be up even more so. That's why I believe inside Chloe, Success Kid, Wojak, and a few other meme coins in this space. The best strategy is always to hodl as long as possible. You will come across some bad times, guys. Even I've seen some really bad times. But guys, you got to really be in it to win it. That means you got to hold it like a boss for the longest possible time, and on top of that, whenever we dip, always accumulate more, because ultimately we will see a huge smash to the upside. For today's video, it looks like Side Eye and Chloe is the winner out of the 3 tokens I mentioned. Hats off to Side Eye and Chloe, and to all of you if you've been holding all the way down here, and you should be in mega profits right now. So if you haven't done so already, guys, do me a favor, give me a like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you'll be updated on all my latest content and videos. Go over here to subscribe, hit the bell notification, scroll down, check out my last few videos. But before I let you go, also head over towards my Patreon, go to my trade course, and I will see you all in the next one.